And we are around, a minute and a half away from the start of this race. Through. So it is Jim Clark who will lead the way this evening. Jason Osma in second. Christopher Langefeld was off in third position. Bashir Jadwat down in fourth. So he will be wanting to fight his way towards the front. Braslow in fifth position on debut this evening. We've got Leslie Oliphant in sixth position. Peter Gelnes in seventh. Mark Embry in eighth position. Timothy Haynes in ninth. First of the Haynes brothers for Argo Talk Racing. And Chris Heineke in 10th position for Phantom Ghostworks. But we are about to get this formation lap underway before we start the 53 lap race this evening. Please forgive me for any technical difficulties or if we go quiet. I'm actually juggling a couple of internet lines. Unfortunately, my main line at home that I stream from has been disconnected physically under a road somewhere. So I'm using somebody else's connection. Big thanks to Amrish for that big help this evening. And so I'm juggling. I'm doing my very best though, but at least we've got a show this evening. So Do not expect the usual quality we do produce week in and week out here at SimRace South Africa, but we've made a plan, and off we go. And it is Jim Clark leading the way. Just going to check if we've got cars to do. Just configure the cameras as well. So Clark leads the way now. He's very quick. Sim racer is Jim Clark. He's on his third competitive race here at SimRace South Africa. And we've got Jason Absmeyer looking very strong this weekend. Clark was the quickest over the hot lap qualifying session, the 3-4 day session. That was my second quickest as one of the sessions. That's a qualified like that. Langvaart as well, third. Jadwat in fourth position too, just like an HRQ. But it is Jim Clark now who is about to start this race. He's just got one corner remaining where he can get going. And off we go. Jim Clark has started this race and he's got Jason Absmeyer right behind him, but that Maserati is lacking a bit in top line speed there. Straight line speed, I beg your pardon, and Langvaart's right there with Absmeyer, challenging him already, bringing Jadwat with him. Now into turn one we go. And, but Langvaart's put them even Absmeyer already. Into turn one we go. It's a great move there. Absmeyer looking to come back at Langvaart. He's under pressure from Jadwat now. Jadwat looking on the outside, but Absmeyer has defended well. Oh, big moment there for Jadwat, but he hangs on to it nicely. If you're watching, please report any sound issues as well. That would be greatly appreciated. Jadwat really trying to get on top of Absmeyer. But Clark starting to edge away at the front already. He's got that gap to Langvaart up at 1.2 seconds now. So that's fantastic for Clark. And got this man on debut, Braslow for Footworks Racing, and great to see Braslow joining the fold. Has a lot of experience in the Virtual Endurance Championship, and great to see him into the local league. Footworks bringing 3 drivers along. And let's see how we're going to put Absmeyer now. And he falls prey to Jadwat. Jadwat, oh, he's run wide. There's Jadwat. Absmeyer now looking to come back at him. Oh, great move by Absmeyer. Fighting backs, run wide there. Compromising now. Jadwat now in the slipstream, but Braslow there as well. We just mentioned that new team joining Footworks. Oh, and Lowe's darting left, right. So is Jadwat. Well, let's go on board flow. But it is Absmeyer who defends well. And Jadwat just can't find a way past just yet. Clark's away at the front. Let's kind of look down the field there. Helne is fighting with Scott Montanari. So Scott Montanari, another new driver on debut this evening. Braslow's teammate, of course, at Footworks. And we've got Richard Upton too, that third driver in that new team. So great to see a new team straight into Division 1 this week. Up to now under pressure from Quay Claessens. Oh, what's happened there to Upton? He's got it slightly wrong, and Clarkson's slipped by pretty easily. So good move that. But, no change at the front so far. Whoa, we got contact here. Upsmire's all sideways. He's trying to recover. Oh, he rejoined safely, thankfully. So was it a bit of contact with Judd Watt? We're not quite sure. That action happening off camera. Judd Watt not feeling the need to wait for him. So now Judd Watt under pressure from Bryce Lowe. Lowe means business this evening. He's not too worried about this being his first race at South Africa. He wants to get on with it in the 101 Porsche. So footwork's already taking it to Squadra Ghost Works. And Holden-Jones under severe pressure from Montanari. Montanari's got their Porsche dancing around at the rear. It's great to watch. Oh, mistake there from Holden-Jones. Through goes Montanari. The job done. Up to 14th goes Scott. And he will now go after Matthew Boy. The Synergy Spartan Maserati. This is Leslie Oliphant. Now piling on the pressure on Bryce. I think Lowe's made an error. Oliphant's got the run on him. Is he going to get past? No, that superior straight line performance of the Porsche showing there. And Oliphant not able to. Oh, it's trying to make the move up the inside. Goes Oliphant. Nice move. Great racing. Lowe saw him coming. And this is brought along Mark Henry. But Lowe is fighting back up the inside goes Lowe. He takes that 4th position back. Oliphant trying to force the issue now. Let's go on board from Jason Osmar's perspective as he's fighting out of the Hennebury. Oh, side by side action there. Lowe and Oliphant really going at it. Big twitch there by Lowe. But he gets it back under control nicely. So this turning into somewhat of a Bryce Lowe train. But it's nose to tail. It's 4 or 5 cars involved here. About to be 5 cars as Chris Heineke joins the fray. On board with Absmeyer now. Porsche just moving away down the straights. He's got a run at Oliphant as well. Nibri around the outside. Can he make the move stick? Just slightly deep. No, it's worked out nicely. So the secured RP Mercury. Maserati is getting swamped here as Oliphant's trying to really force the issue with Hennebury to get back at him. And Osmar in 7th position now. It's got Heineke all over him. Heineke trying to unsettle Osmar. Around the outside goes Heineke. But Osmar is having nothing of it. Montanari into the pits now, unfortunately. 21st. Scott Montanari. So, schedule stop for him there, I think. I don't think that's strategy. Or is it strategy by the Footworks outfit? Let's see what happens a bit later on. Lowe has suddenly got Hennebury chasing after him. He's just 0.6 of a second behind him. Heineke has got great drive on Absmeyer now. Slight error there by Absmeyer has compromised him. And it looks like Heineke was bump drafting Absmeyer there, pushing him down the road. Here comes Heineke up the inside. No. Absmeyer covers him off. Great racing this evening. Oh, as I say that, Heineke's into the wall. Oh, and he nearly takes out who's that? Timothy Haynes. So Haynes now up into 8th position for Argo Talk Racing. So Jim Clark now in first still, and he's got a 1.7 second lead back to Langeveldt. Langeveldt starting to close that gap now to the leader. We'll keep an eye on that as we have a look at the David Lario battle for 9th position. Good defense. Keeps ahead of Lario for the moment. So we're 8 laps down at 53. There's Clark well in command of this race. Gap opening up now to about 2 seconds ahead of Langeveldt. Big shout out to everybody watching the YouTube live chats. I'm just very happy to bring this live stream to you this evening. As I mentioned before, my home line is actually down, so I've actually got a 4G account and I'm connected via that to somebody else's computer and live streaming from that machine. So you can imagine what needs to be done to be able to pull that off this evening. So yeah, so sorry about the late stream, but that's what I was doing, frantically trying to make a plan. Secured RP Mac Cape Mazer is out together now. Oliphant still leading Absmeyer by 0.4 of a second. And Leandre Sparks saying thanks for the trouble. It's absolute pleasure, Leandre. And this is what I like to do. And yeah, I'm glad to get it done. And that's why now really trying to get past teammate Oliphant. Close racing so far from Johan, absolutely. It's been very tough this evening, hasn't it? So Haynes has got Sean Jurgens for 18th position. And apologies to the Algo Talk Racing team. I see your liveries are not showing here this evening. Plain black car. And yeah, amongst the chaos this evening, I wasn't able to correct those skins. So I do apologize to the team. We'll get that done for the next round, however. But Jim Clark's car is meant to be black like that, so it's great. And of course, this is only the Division 1 race this week. We've got the Division 2 and 3 races on Wednesday evening. And if you haven't signed up yet, there's still plenty of time to get that done. Get practicing for the race on Wednesday evening. This is Claessens and Geldernes now together, Quay Claessens. And the Synergy Spartan Maserati against the Redline Racing Porsche of Peter Geldernes. Unfortunately for us, the gaps are opening up and oh, we've got a disconnect. Marcus Stain has left the server. So Stain's out. And I was wondering where that 22nd driver was. In fact, Marcus Stain, who's called it an evening. Closest battle on the track at the moment, I think, is up between Lowe and Hennebury. Got a closer battle than that. And there was a close one. Haynes and Jurgens for 18th position. Witt and Lowry are still going at it over 9th position. The lead like Porsche going very well this evening. He's going to change in position. What's happened there? I think it's Boy. What's happened? No, Boy's off. Boy is off. Looking to rejoin safely. Waiting for his moment. We're driving there, Boy. We've got somebody else that has left as well. Leandro Sparks just mentioning about what happened in RSA Protea Sim Sports Virgin Endurance Championship race on Saturday evening. Yeah, it was absolutely heartbreaking stuff. We had Boyd Bryson qualify the Protea Porsche in 12th position in Division 2. And we fought our way up. Boyd had a fantastic stint, so did Lance Garacino, and we got right up to 4th position. And they gave the car over to me to finish off the race. I think it was 7 hours into the race, of a 9-hour race. And I did the first hour, came in for my first pit stop, and unfortunately I had a sort of a screen stutter or a game stutter, and my wheel disconnected in the chaos, and I couldn't regain control of the car, so we had to retire the car from 4th position. And absolutely heartbreaking stuff, but that's how it goes sometimes in endurance racing. Yeah, now we're looking forward to the Virtual Le Mans Series 1,000 miles of road Atlanta. So that's what the team's looking at now. We're back to the action this evening. De Wit is still ahead of Laria. What an intriguing battle this is. Fitz just got the legs on Lario there. Lario comes back through the twisty bits, however. Let's look at the Hennebree low battle. Go back to this DeWitt Lario battle. Getting closer and closer. But as I say, that Lario makes a slight mistake, but then he gains again, so maybe that's just the way that Lario takes that corner. We've got Matthew Boy in the pits in 20th position. Quake Claessens now has left the server. Retirement there for the Synergy Spartan driver. Heineke now has fallen down the field. He's fighting out of the governor for 11th position. Quite sure what's happened to Heineke. It's happening off camera, I think. Was Edwin Govender. Heineke's made a slight mistake there. Here comes Govender. He's got the inside line. Oh, Heineke's trying to cover him off. Good job there by Govender. He's going to go on the outside. Is he? Oh, Heineke fends him off for now. That's where the driver by Heineke. Heineke pulls the gap now. Away he goes. He's been in the pits for a very long time. Matthew Boy. Langeveld's hanging with Clark. The gap's sort of stabilized at 2 seconds. And Judd not able to live with the pace of the two front runners. It's not often that you say that. So let's see if Judd comes back late in the race. We're only 15 laps done on 53. So plenty of time for plenty of action to come. The boys call it a day as well. He's retired from this race. It's a lengthy pit stop. So it's quite a race of attrition. He's got three drivers who have retired from this race already. We're not even halfway through yet. Clark opening the gap, another 0.3 of a second for him now. Breen now starting to feel some pressure there from Asma. Asma, after getting past his teammate Ollie Front, trying to position himself for attack for 5th position. Good Sean Laria now. He's getting fed up with that rear of the green Porsche. De Wit soaking up with the pressure very well this evening. Porsche just stretches his legs down the straights. Annika still is governed in 11th position. Dorian's going to run into bit now. What's he going to do with it? Up the inside. Does Laria go? No, he doesn't. Upside of it. Try and move up the inside, Laria, trying to unsettle De Wit. It's worked to some extent. De Wit just edges forward. Oh, and De Wit goes defensive. Nice driving between these two drivers. Oh, late on the brakes with Laria on the outside. It's brave. Oh, a bit of grass there for the Maserati. Tires weren't like that. So we've got 3 retirements evening Delport, Claessens and Boy. Unfortunately they have left the server as well, so no more racing for them this evening. Laria's got that move done on De Wit. Nicely done. Can De Wit come back at him now? That's the question. Let's go on board with Hugo De Wit. But needs a good drive out of this corner. So you can close the Maserati now before turn 1. Of course, these two battling out is obviously allowing Chris Heineken to catch up to them. We're going to see a 3-way battle for 9th position. Lario feeling the need to go defensive. Compromise his line by doing that though. It's right with Lario. Good drive now for David. Can he get it? Maserati a bit better out of that corner. Heineke has now joined the party. With Chris Heineke, got the best seat in the house for this battle. Lock up with the right rear tire of that Needlac Porsche. That's interesting. They're virtually finding the limits of that car. Just seeing Lario using a very wide line into those tight corners. Might leave himself vulnerable if the Vit can get underneath him. Oh, contact! A bit slightly outbraked himself, unfortunately. And Heineke does so well to avoid him, and Heineke is going to pick up another position. Lario, of course, involved in that incident. So Heineke up 2 positions now, recovering Chris Heineke. He was way up the field fighting with Absmai earlier on. We've got Upton now is falling back in the Footworks Porsche. Now behind Damien Halkett. And the Talk Dirty Racing Maserati. Upton trying to come back at him now. We've got Haynes in 16th too. Oh, very aggressive by Upton. He's going to upset his braking like that. Yes, I thought that might happen. And Upton now will rejoin. But having lost the position to Daniel Haynes. Slow, starting to feel the pressure now from Mark Henneberry. Jason Asma has caught up to Henneberry as well. So these 3 cars starting to concertina together. Jason Asma secured RP Cab Maserati. This battle between Lowe and Henneberry. So it's Footworks leading Phantom Ghostworks, leading secured RP Mad Cape, all for 4th position. So he kicks up a bit of dirt there and settles that Porsche on exit. Mark Henneberry not quite able to close the gap there. In fact, Lowe's moving away from Henneberry. Braslow absolutely nails that last lot of corners. Extends that gap to Henneberry now. Back on road with Absmeyer. Closes up the Porsche through the tight and twisty bits. Spinning the brakes, look at that. Oh! Very wide, the Absmeyer does very well to hang on to it. Wow. Opposite lock action. Good drive here by Absmeyer. It's going to hang in the slipstream of Henneberry. The Porsche will pull him along towards Lowe. I expect an attempt here by Absmeyer on 5th position, which is too far ahead. Henneberry feels the need to go defensive. Mistake there by Absmeyer, compromises exits, the Porsches pull away. Unfortunately, I think Absmeyer is going to have to do something in the two tight right-handers. Oh, mistake here by Henneberry. Absmeyer needs to take advantage of this now. Up the inside he goes. He's going to try on the outside of Henneberry if he can on the right-hander. Let's see what happens now. No. Henneberry defends well. Absmeyer trying to get the cut back. Oh, shit, he's going to go for a move now. Up the inside, is he? Yes, Henneberry's seen him coming. Henneberry's fighting back. No, he submits as Mark Henneberry. And Absmeyer's going to get the power down. No, Henneberry's fighting back. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Of course he is. Absmeyer just needs to pull a gap to Henneberry now to maintain his advantage down the main straight. On board now with Henneberry. What is Henneberry going to do now? Start right, is he? Yes, he is. Absmeyer's going to do well to defend from him if he can. Maserati's a bit better at braking. Yes. So great racing this has been. Next up for Jason Absmeyer and secured RP Mad Cape is the Footworks Porsche of Braslow on debut this evening. Can you believe it? There been some incredibly quick new drivers joined Sim Race South Africa recently. Jim Clark, of course, is one of them, leading this race in on his 3rd competitive race ever at Sim Race South Africa. And then we've got Braslow on debut this evening. Fantastic showing by him as well, in 4th position. And we've got Upton too, also on debut in 16th position. Montanari has won 18th. So Sean Jurgens of Nibble Racing, of course, in 17th position. Great to see him in Division 1. After Nibble Racing took the top 3 spots in the Division 2 race last time around. Oh, mistake there by Upton. Jurgens is surely going to capitalize, is he? Can he? He's got the drive up the inside. Surely he's going to go for it, is he? Yes, he does. Nice dive up the inside. Upton sees him coming. I'll try and come back at him now. So this is over 16th position. But Upton's trying to come back at Jurgens now. Oh, they're going to make slight contact, are they? Jurgens is moving across slightly. No, doing very well. I think Jurgens is just trying to squeeze Upton there. But Upton wasn't having it. 3 goes back to 16th position. There's Richard Upton for Footworks Racing. And have a look at the Heineke-Lario battle as Heineke is finding his way past. He's got that move done. There's Heineke. Of course, we're still waiting for the first or the round of pit stops. Each driver, of course, having to do only 1 pit stop. Calvin is now into the pits. That's scheduled, I think, approaching the halfway mark of this race. So he's going for a stop. Let's see where he rejoins. And this question coming through: is there tyre wear? Yes, there is tyre wear, but all the GT4 cars do run the hard tyre, so it is minimal. You see a lot more tyre wear in our GT3 championship and the Formula 2 championship we run. So yes, the degradation not as high here in the GT4 series. He's still going at it. Swapping positions a number of times over the last 2 laps or so. Oh, their mistake there, Bellario. Does very well to hang on to it, but it's allowed Heineke to escape. Aspa now really challenging low now. That straight line performance deficit the Porsche or the Maserati has on the Porsche means that Asma has to try a whole lot harder under braking and through the corners. And Hennebury comes into the pits now. Haynes moves up into 7th for now. Up the inside goes Asma. And Lowe's seen him coming. And Lowe's going to try and go back at him now. Great racing. Respect being shown. Space given. And Asma is going to win this battle. Is he? Yes, he is. Let's see if Lowe can come back at him down the main straight though. It's a great fight back this by Asma. And Langerfeld now into the pits from 2nd position. If I was Amsma now, I would run as long as possible and use that clean air he's got now to get away from everybody else. But here comes Slow now. Amsma goes defensive nicely. Rotating the car beautifully to get the exit out of this corner to remount that challenge on Amsma. I think Amsma has pulled enough of a gap to not come under pressure again. Lara into the pits, Govender also in. Govender enjoying good form here at Sim Race South Africa over the last 2 races or so. A great outing in the South African SimGT Division 1 race at Govender. The Synergy Samurai BMW. Jadwat down to the pits from second. See if Jadwat can close the gap to Langerfeld when he comes out. But Clark very much in control of this race. And Langerfeld's easily through on Jadwat. Clark now comes into the pits from the lead. See where he rejoins in relation to Langerfeld, who was in second before he did his pit stop. Quick stop here by Clark. Where's Langerfeld now? He's onto the main straight. Is Christopher Langerfeld. Clark's going to rejoin easily in front. Is he? Yes, he is. So no change at the front after the 2 front runners did their pit stops. Upton now into the pits from 13th position. Haynes has put a move in Hellcat for 10th position. And Daniel's brother, Timothy Haynes, now in 6th position. This is Algo Talk Racing now 6th and 10th. Strong showing here at Interlagos. This is Langevaart now under pressure from Leslie Oliphant. I think this is the best strategy for Abismar, just staying out as long as possible in clean air and try and crawl. Trying to work his way towards the front runner before he does his pit stop. Clark now about to put a lap on Nibble Racing's Sean Jurgens. This is going to be the battle to watch for the moment. There's Oliphant really trying to make a move on Langevaart. Haynes and Hellcat also continue their battle for 10th position. A mistake there by Langevaart. Oliphant closing all the time. Haynes far in 7th position into the pits now. Oh, Langevaart thinking they need to go defensive. It's going to be costly now, especially on exit. But right with him now. What's he going to do with it? Langevaart again defending. He knows how good that Maserati is through the tight corners. Into the pits goes Langeveld. I don't know why he's on a pit stop. Is he short fueled that car, perhaps? Langeveld's really done his mandatory pit stop. A bit further, 2 drivers leave the server as well. Not quite sure what's happened there. We're suddenly down to 16 runners. Clark still leads the way now, almost 5 seconds ahead of Absma. Absma, of course, still to do his pit stop. And so does Lowe. Langeveld's rejoined after his second pit stop now behind Judd Watt. Got 20 laps remaining now. Scott Montanari makes way there for Jim Clark. Montanari back up to 14th now. After his very early pit stop at the start of the race. Jimmy Clark driving beautifully this evening. Very calm and composed in that number 117 Porsche. Not anyone able to live with his pace this evening. Oh, mistake there, running wide. There's no winner. So in second position. So there'll be a pit stop, however. But he's still pulled that gap away from Braslo's Low. Comes to the pits now. His pit stop. Let's see where Low rejoins in relation to Jadwat and Langeveld. Jadwat's already through. Oh, mistake here from Osmar. Oh, into the wall he goes. Oh, this next following car needs to avoid him. Yes, it does very well. It does Sean Jurgens. But a lot of damage to the Maserati now. Just quite a bit of grass on entry there and settled the Maserati, and around he went. Oh, there's a bit more contact here. Wow. Who's that? Richard Upton involved there. So Low has rejoined behind Langeveld. Osman into the pits, thinks to repair that damage, is he? No, he's missed his pit stops by quite a margin. Langeveld now coming through to take that fourth position away from Osman. That's it pretty easily. Now rejoins. And Osman's got Heineke in the background, but he's got a good 5 seconds advantage to him. So around 15 laps remaining. Oh, the Maserati looks pretty beaten up. But nobody can stop Jim Clark this evening from taking his maiden victory here at Similar South Africa, it seems. But we've still got 14 laps remaining. Peter Cullinan is now coming on strong. He's catching up to Govender to challenge him for 11th position. That gap's only 1.5 seconds or so. And this is our closest battle on track. But I do think that Oliphant's still got a pit stop to do. So let's see what happens when he comes in. But I think it'll be Jadwal and Langefeld to second and third. And Low to fourth position. I think Oliphant's fighting his teammate Absmeyer for sixth position. Of course, this is the penultimate round of the 2018.2 South African simGT4 series. What an incredible championship this has been, incredibly competitive. So the gaps have opened up a bit now, but it's still very close racing as we head throughout the evening, this evening. But this round's not over yet. Of course, we still got the Division 2 and 3 races on Wednesday evening. And if you're not signed up for the season just yet, there's still time to get involved. So I haven't seen a lot of Judd White this evening. In third position. Bashir Judd White about to put a lap on Sean Jurgens in 15th position. Jurgens moves aside. Haynes comes into his pit stop. Daniel from 10th position. A quick stop that was. Splash and dash for the remaining 10 laps. So now watch the Holden-Jones Governor battle for 10th position. The Holden-Jones has been edging towards the Governor for the last 10 laps or so. And this is what Holden-Jones has been working for now. And of course, it's one thing to catch up to another driver. It's another thing to pass them. And Holden-Jones will be applying pressure nonetheless. Get to position his Porsche well down the long main straight. See if the Porsche can reel the Maserati in. Governor just keeps the advantage for the moment. Oh, mistake there for Governor. All right, the curb's very hard. Lucky to get away with that. Governor feeling the need to go defensive. Putting moves back onto the racing line. Just trying to unnerve Holden-Jones. Larry and Haynes getting closer and closer. They battle for 8th position. Just got 7 laps remaining now. Cavendish 0.2 of a second quicker than Holden-Jones' last lap around. Holden-Jones darting left, trying to unsettle Governor. Hasn't worked that time around. Governor looking pretty solid. I'm just seeing Oliphant's still in second position. I'm pretty sure he still needs to do a pit stop, but Judd Watt is catching him. Mistakes about Governor running wide. Colin follows him into the dirt. So that can easily happen. Let's go look at the Heineke-Lario battle. That's really heating up now. Lario coming back at Heineke. And we've got Timothy Haynes in the mix as well. Nice three-way battle this has developed into. Let's have a look at what's happening from Timothy's perspective now. And got great drive here, Lario. Look at her on the outside. That's brave. Side by side. Down the main straight we go. Haynes looking to her on the outside of Lario now. Lario at the defensive line. And Hennebury down in 18th position. When did that happen? Hennebury looking to unlap himself here as well. Judd Watt now looking to challenge Oliphant for second. And Judd Watt's got a great run on him now. And the outside goes Judd Watt and makes that move stick. Nicely done. Haynes is going to run a Lario now. Turn on we go. Lario forces Haynes to go wide. This is Mark Hennebury trying to unlap himself as well. Down in 18th position. Oliphant finally into the pits now. Let's see where he rejoins in relation to his teammate Absmar. They were fighting over 6th position. Oh, big splash and dash there. No time wasted in the pits whatsoever. Where's Christopher Langerfeldt now? Oh, it's going to be close. Wow, is Oliphant going to mug Langerfeldt for 3rd position? This is going to be close. On board now with Langerfeldt. There's Oliphant rejoining the distance. Oliphant's done it. What a great strategic play here by Leslie Oliphant and secure RP Madcap. Up into 3rd position. I think Oliphant is done in 5th or 6th. So, great play there by secure RP Madcap because Langerfeld's not far behind. It's 3 seconds though. There's only 3 laps remaining. So Oliphant looking on course for a podium result out of nowhere. So very nice, great work there by Oliphant. Wow. Langerfeld's trying to put a lap on Jürgens. Oslo somewhat falling off the pace towards the later stages of this race. So 5th position for him. Still a great result nonetheless. Well, top 5 so far. Kalman is still trying to catch up to Govender. This has been a fantastic battle. The vet now move up the inside of Daniel Haynes. See if we can come back. Hugo now. Can he? No. He submitted. So David now up into 12th position. Of course, for some good points is Hugo David and Need Luck Racing. Mario coming to pitch from the other Haynes brother, Timothy Haynes. Jim Clark has started the final lap of this race. Kelly is just not quite close enough to Govender. I think Govender is going to win that battle, but it is Jim Clark. He's just got half a lap remaining now to take his maiden victory here at simRace South Africa and in the 2018.2 South African simGT4 series. Just the 1 corner remaining now for the blast down the main straight. And Jim Clark will take victory here at Interlagos. Congratulations to him. Fantastic drive. And I feel the first victory of many here at simRace South Africa. Congratulations once again. Again, he crossed the line 21 seconds ahead of Bashir Jadwat. And this will do Jadwat's championship campaign wonders. And extend his lead at the top of the leaderboard. Bashir Jadwat finished in 2nd position for Squadra Ghostworks. Congratulations to him. Leslie Oliphant, great drive. to just beat Christopher Langenfeld to the final podium position by 0.7 of a second. Now strategic play the ball in front. It's in a podium position. Result, Langenfeld will get 4th position for Redline Racing. Bryce Lowe on debut, top 5 for him. Great drive for him in Footworks Racing. And Jason Asma recovers to 6th position with a very second-hand looking Maserati. The secured RP Mad Cape. Chris Heineke will get 7th position. Good recovery from him as well. Sean Laria will get 8th position for the Kids at RPM Sim Racing team. Timothy Haynes will get 9th. And Edrin Govender will complete the top 10. Kalnes will get 11th. Kenny Pope Govender to the line. Let's see what happens now. It's going to be very close. I think it will just go. Will it go with the Govender? Let's see what happens now. It's going to be close. Oh, is Khaled going to take it at the death? Yes, he is. Wow, what a finish. So Khaled has completed top 10. Govender gets 11th. And David is a lap down, really finished the race. Well, that concludes round 4 of the 2018.2 South African simGT4 series, the penultimate round. From me, Jason Holden-Jones, thank you very much for watching. And we've got our Division 2 and 3 races happening on Wednesday evening, so we can't wait for that as well. And of course, if you're watching this, you want to get involved in racing at SimRace South Africa, you're welcome to visit our website at simracesa.co.za. Click on the esports tab and you'll find a sign-up form there. And we'll see you on the virtual track soon enough. Well, until Wednesday evening, all the best until then. Goodbye for now.